Veedo. What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to Second Street. It's the day after New Comic Book Day, and today I am going to get into my new comic book day reviews here on the morning after show. Now, I don't know how yesterday's new comic book day was for you, but for me, I gotta say, I think it was pretty good. But before we get into the show, we've got a couple things that I want to talk about. One of the first things that I want to talk about, and thank you all so much for being here today. I do greatly appreciate everyone for being here today. I do apologize about the delay. It was a little bit late. Some stuff going wrong here, you know, updates and everything, how they go, and how it's a, you know, in case you caught the very beginning of the stream, though, you might have seen me on the at the beginning going, oh man, trying to figure this thing out like a boomer. Because my, you know, the Streamlabs deck wasn't working on my iPad and everything. It's a mess, man. It's fun. That's just how technology is. But one of the first things that I want to do before we get into today's show is I want to talk about crowdfunding comics, guys. You know, here on the channel, what we do with the memberships, with the membership money that we get from all our generous supporters here on the channel, the immortal Myrtle Maniacs, is we take a portion of those and we go out and we crowdfund comic books. Also going to be doing some giveaways on some of those books that we are going out and funding as well for channel members. So if you would like to support the channel with your hard-earned dollars, I completely understand. If you don't want to, it's okay. You're not obligated to. But there is a link down in the description where you can go and become a channel member, or you can hit the join button right next to the subscribe button, because I know you're subscribed already and I know you have those bell notifications on. At least some of you do, because some of you are already here in the chats before we got the show started. Thank you all so much for being here today. But one of the projects that we are actually funding right now, is this project here called Area 51, the Helix Project. This is issue number 3. This is from writer Trevor Fernandez Linkovich. He has a channel here on YouTube called Dark Knight Nation. You should go check it out. He recently took this venture into crowdfunding comics, and you know what? He's on issue number 3 here, but no matter what you say, I'm still going to say until this project is over, these 6 issues, I will tell you that he's a first-time creator and somebody that I've met here since I've started the channel and everything. Make sure that you go and check this book out. I will tell you that the Area 51, the Helix Project, this book will stand up to anything on the shelves that you can find at your local comic book shop, and they have some pretty good deals on these books as well. So go ahead and getting into this. Area 51, the Helix Project number 3, issues 1 and 2 are available through this as well. Feature an internationally diverse creative team, the conspiratorial sci-fi noir tale of an extraterrestrial Helix project. So far, they got 62 backers, 17 days to go here on this project as well. Has already got $2,940 of the $6,500 goal. Now, guys, I know they're what is he, a little, I don't know, almost halfway there. Guys, do me a favor, do yourselves a favor. Go to this project, follow the link that I pinned in the comments section, and go support this project. I am telling you, the story is good, the art is good. Again, I cannot reiterate that this is as good, if not better, than most of the comics that you are finding right now at your local comic book shop, and that's one of the reasons that you need to go and back this. Now, he does go through here. You can check out that link talking about the book and how it's a 6-part book and what it's kind of about, and you can go through here and check out the different rewards that you have here if you want to pledge. You can pledge without a reward. You can just donate money if you would like to, and if you don't want to get any of the perks. Now, what they have here for some of the perks is they got the digital copy of issue number 3 for $4 or more. They've got the signed first print edition of number 3 for $5. All right, for $5. Let's see. We've got the signed first print for $7. Signed first print variant of issue number 3. So it's going to be the variant cover that they'll have, and he's probably got a picture of it. He's probably got a picture of it somewhere right here. Right here. This is probably the regular cover right here, and then here is going to be the variant cover right here as well for this book. The variant cover. And that one is $7 signed, right? It's also got this one right here. The $12, you can get the digital catch-up bundle. You get issues number 1, 2, and 3, the PDF copies. You also have got Pledge Fet, $14 or more. You get the Helix Project 3 issue signed bundle. You get the signed first print of issue number 1, 2, and 3 for $14. Pledge $32 or more. You get the cover bundle and artist print. Just go through here and scroll through these different ones. I can guarantee you one thing, though, is that it is worth every single dollar that you are putting into this project to help this first-time creator. I'm telling you, I think this book has been very good. I've actually got some copies of this as well that we backed when issue number 2 came out. I got extra copies that I am actually going to be sending out to some of the channel members here. Some of the Immortal Myrtle Maniacs are going to be getting copies of issue number 1 and 2. And guys, I'm telling you, go check this project out. It's worth your time. It's worth your money. And I think Trevor here could use our support here. It's almost halfway there to his funding goal. 17 days to go. I think it's worth every penny. Again, even if you don't want to get, you can get just the digital copies if you don't want physical copies of these books in your house. You don't have room to store them or anything like that. Maybe you get too into them. Maybe you just want to read it on your iPad or your computer. That's perfectly fine. You know what? That helps just as much as picking any of these physical rewards as well. Worth every penny. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about here, guys, the next one I want to talk about is this one just kicked off yesterday. This is Coffin Comics Lady Death Sacrificial Annihilation issue number 1. Guys, this is an all new epic 64 pages of story and art. I recently started checking these out a couple of projects ago with these, and on this channel members will be getting entered into a giveaway of some of the stuff that we are going to do when we get in the rewards for backing this project. We're going to have the premiere edition that we will be giving away a copy of. Now, yesterday they did a launch party of this, and if you guys aren't following Coffin Comics here on YouTube, go do it, man. They get on, they do some streams. Even if you're not backing, they get on. You can see the energy, the fun that they have in doing what they are doing. These people love making the comic books they're doing, and they love hearing from customers like you and people who support them. It's just a very good time. They had a very fun launch party yesterday. We were there for it, of Lady Death Sacrificial Annihilation, and it was fun. Now, the other thing that they have going with this, aside from some of the rewards that you can get, and look, they've already got $264,000 of their $15,000 goal. It's already funded. This is basically already happening, and I think it got fully funded, and I want to say it was the first handful of minutes that this project went and back. Now, the value that you get out of these books, these projects from Coffin Comics is, I would say, is pretty high, because when you get in here, they have all these different. Aside from the books that you get, they have all kinds of different little stretch goals and perks and things that you get when they meet their funding goals and different things like that. You can go through here. They got some of the different. They're showing just some of the different things that you can get with when you back the projects. Now, they also have add-ons you can get. One of the things that they're doing on this project here with the add-ons in particular that I liked is they are doing with the add-ons, or you can even just pledge for that. They're doing a Lady Death Omnibus, a collection of all of the stories that Coffin Comics and their team have done over these past handful of years. Very cool, and you can get the signed or unsigned version of it. It's going here through some of the creators, showing some of the art, telling you what the story is going to be about. Again, I've already got on this one. Again, we are going to be giving away one of the premier editions to our channel members here on the channel, and you can see just everything they've got. Unlocked free items, free bonus items, and this is where they get into showing you some of the things that you're going to get when backing this project right here. They recently got the Hollow Foil campaign card. I think they've hit this one every time since I've backed as well. And here they get into the different ones. They've got the Annihilation campaign Hollow Foil card, getting in 200k, 220k, Secret Surprise. The next one at 210k is the Coffinverse character card of Lady Death. Now, I can guarantee most of these it's going to be hit. They just launched this yesterday, and they've probably got about a month left to go on here as well. So again, very good stuff. They go through the different tiers here. You can get just the digital copy for $6. Just the digital copy for $6. You get in here, they have merch, they've got shirts, all kinds of different just goodies to go along with these. And you see, here's where you get into the books. They got the Sacrificial Annihilation Premier Edition for $30. Now, you might think $30 sounds like a lot, and it is, but the quality of the book is very good. It's very, very nice book. Great art in these books, as well as a pretty good story, man. I'm telling you, I've been reading. I started on Hell Witch. Started reading through those. Very good stuff. We got La Muerta getting ready to come in. But these Lady Death books the ones I've read here from Coffin Comics have been very, very good and high quality. But not only that, for that $30, you also get all the little perks that they're going to get along the way. Let me show you just some of the things. Like, look. The last project that I backed, which was Lady Death, oh man, what is it? Cataclysmic Majesty. It probably says on this stuff right here. But like, this is the bag full of stuff. This is just the perks that came with it. So you got I got the books, right? The comics that came with this. Then it got all of this stuff here. Like there's pins in here. There's cards. All kinds of different stuff. I did an unboxing of this thing as well, guys. Like, look, we got like these 3 different pins right here. We've got this Coffin Comics of Wood and Nickel, the Sworn Club. We've got into the Sworn Club. Look at this. Look at this. Right? Got all this stuff. I'm telling you, there's these cards, there's these little art prints, and all kinds of different cool stuff that you get for. So like, I mean, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking like, oh yeah, it's a 60 issue comic book for $30. Like, and you get some cool swag with it. Yeah, really cool, man. I mean, I don't know. It might not be worth it to everybody. Might not be worth it to everybody, but I think what they're doing is good. They've been running some good campaigns and stuff like that. And like I said, I would say the bang for the buck, this is one of the best you're going to get out there as far as crowdfunding comic books go. So, but that's just if you ask me. That's just if you ask me. But let's go ahead and get here into the live chats and see what everybody is saying here. Let's see what all we've got. Who all we've got here. And we've got plenty more topics we're going to talk about. Like I said, we've got some new comic books that I want to review really quick. And we've got a topic that we will cover at the end of the show as well. I'm going to talk about Captain Carter. Oh my God. What if starting, getting everybody all fired up, right? Isn't everybody all fired up thinking about this show? Everybody's loving it, right? I'm loving it. Yes. Yes. Okay, so let's see who all we've got in the building. We started off. Oh, come on. Scroll up. Oh, you're not going to let me scroll any higher. All right. Well, first we've got Mike Porter in the building. What? Always looks like he is fake upset. I always look like I'm fake upset. Oh, man. Our favorite interdimensional Porter says, Phantom Stranger, my man, how are you doing? Felicity Poobell, thank you so much for being here as well. Everybody's saying what's up. We got the Clown World Review. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're having a very good day today. Crowdfunded child support and Kickstarter. Yeah, don't forget to tag that privilege button. Oh man, that's funny. That's great. Okay, Alloy's Dotto in the building as well. Mike King Porter says memberships to the Myrtle Maniacs helps independent comics. Absolutely, it does. It absolutely does. Reefer Man reviews, my man. How are you doing? Still haven't gone on a Randonautica trip yet. What? Oh man, that's okay. It's okay to take a day off, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah, it's all good. Want Captain Carter live action? Oh, okay. Reefer Man says hashtag nerds have won. Oh, Felicity Puva says Trinity's secret is that he's always angry. You know, this is actually kind of true. This like at least maybe always on edge. At least maybe always on edge. Oh man, you guys are cracking me up. So guys, let's get into some comic books that I've got here to review. Now, one of the things, in case you guys didn't check my new comic book pull list video that came out yesterday. Was that yesterday? It might have came out. Oh, it was Tuesday night. It was Tuesday night. I released it late. Go check it out. One of the things I got in was this book right here, this Galaxy Quest. I didn't get a chance to read this or anything, but I did kind of flip through it and everything. And it's just got like behind the scenes photo, production stuff, things relating to the movie Galaxy Quest. If you guys have never seen Galaxy Quest, go check it out. Go check it out. It's a hilarious movie. And I got this book right here. It's nice. You guys know I love my hardcover books. Love my hardcover books, man. So I got that. Can't wait to get through it. Now, some of the other ones that I picked up, because I forgot to pick this up before I didn't get a chance to read it, because I don't think I read issue number 2 as well, but that Fantastic Four life story. This is issue number 3. This is the, what is this? The 80s. This is basically what goes on in these stories is you see the Fantastic Four as they age throughout the Marvel timeline. If you will, from what was it, 60s, 70s, 80s, issue number 3, then they're going to have 90s and 2000s. And so it's because, you know, like Marvel has that whole like 10-year sliding scale where everything basically always kind of takes place within those 10 years of these lives. You know what I mean? Like nobody basically ages or anything that much that you ever notice. That's how, you know, these characters carry on. We're here in this series, you see as they basically are going through the years of their life from being young, basically, I mean, I guess teenagers, young adults into adulthood and beyond. Been some interesting stuff. Like I said, I haven't read issue number 2 of that, so to get into issue number 3, but I've got those. But moving into, we've got Aftershock Comics, Bunny Mask, issue number 3. This book right here, I've enjoyed this this series. It's kind of weird where you've got this this guy who is kind of getting involved with this woman. They're kind of starting this relationship, but like he was a caseworker going to check on this young girl when it was she was at school and everything. She was kind of like, they were looking for signs of neglect, abuse, and things like that. So they went to her house to find out. Well, her father was crazy and ended up killing one of the caseworkers, and got this guy to go down into this cave, and he was sitting out there like digging through this cave and everything, and they were kind of all stuck there. Like it was some really weird shit. And this chick in this bunny mask came up and kind of saves people. But you also see this spirit is kind of talking to people and driving them crazy. And that's kind of what we see going on here with this guy as he starts getting involved with this woman who claims to be that young girl that he was helping save back in the day. Well, here in issue number 3, we I guess you could say the real kind of build up here, the peak of the build up, as there is a cop that was kind of involved with all this stuff going on at the time as well. Comes in and he's investigating some things going on with this case, and he comes across this guy. And he's like, "Hey, whoa, like I didn't like. What are you doing here?" He's like, "Whoa." He's like, "There's some strange stuff going on here," and he's kind of filling him in on some of the things that are going on. And it's been very interesting here in Bunny Mask. This story here, written by Paul Tobin. Now, this book also has art by Andrea Muti, and very, very cool stuff. I've really enjoyed this one overall. Overall, that's what you can kind of expect out of some of the art here. Let's see what else we've got here. Let's see. There's yeah, you can see where you get into some of the like the bunny masks, some of the horror elements and shit going on in this book. Very good series. I've enjoyed this one overall. Again, I think this one has 2 issues left of Bunny Mask. I've really enjoyed that one. Definitely one worth checking out. The next one we've got is on AWA Upshot. It's on AWA Upshot. This is Fight Girls issue number 2, written by Frank Cho, art by Frank Cho, and colored by Sabine Rich. This book is kind of like this. You see these women going through this contest, if you will, to become the next like queen of this like planet, and like take this stuff over. And because the current queen never had children or anything like that, so they're seeing who's going to be the next woman to be the queen, and be on the throne and stuff like that. And you see all these women going through all these trials and everything to try to become the next ruler, the next queen. And of course, we've got some different kind of drama building up in the background of all of this stuff. As one of the women is kind of being investigated, you see stuff going on as one of the women kind of has come to the attention of some of the people, these people looking for her. It's been very interesting, this story. Again, I heard some people compare it to like it's like the Hunger Games, if you will. I've never seen the Hunger Games, but I could get like just from what they were saying, I could get like where they would say that, and I understood when they made the argument. Like, okay. But obviously something, a little bit different. It's going on in the AWA Upshot universe, this sort of shared world. Again, I like what AWA Upshot has been doing. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel. They're not doing, sure, there are doing stories that are similar to other things that you've got going on out there. But it's kind of like I say with a lot of stuff, like getting into I love Cyberpunk and stuff like that. Now, when you get into Cyberpunk, what are you going off of, right? It's all kind of the same. You got people upgrading their bodies with electronic limbs. They're fighting back against computers, the man who are trying to take stuff over. Just it's all kind of the same. So there's not originality comes in just different things that you're doing in the story. I mean, so the originality you could probably argue isn't there, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we could say that about everything. All stories have been told then, right? But you could do different things with them. I think they've been doing a pretty good job with that one, and if you ask me. Now the next one I have here is on Behemoth Comics. This is Cinnamon issue number 1, right here. Now I gotta tell you, I don't know about this creator who did this or anything, but I honestly don't even know what's happened to Behemoth Comics. They used to put out some really good. They started off putting out some good titles when I first heard of them. I was like, man, yeah. And then they started getting into these kind of weird, obscure things, and I'm like, what is this? I had this on pre-order as time went on here over these past couple of months, I guess you could say. I've kind of lost my hype for this and everything. I was kind of okay, I guess not. This book is about a kitty cat who, this kitty cat whose homeowner is getting home, and the kitty cat, she teases him with some drugs, teases him with cat drugs. He wants that catnip. And you can see basically what's going on in here is you got, it's kind of like a Secret Life of Pets. You've got this whole world going on inside this cat's head, this cat's brain and everything. About the way he's seeing the world, and then you kind of get these flashes back into reality here as well. Just crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. It seems very silly. It seems very basic. Like I said, the art here. I mean, you can kind of see what it is. Yeah, not a recommend. Not a recommend if you ask me. Again, this is on Behemoth. They're Happy Tanks. Imprint. Again, it's not terrible. It's just, I don't know. $3.99 for what was in that book, I would say it's steep. On a book like that, maybe $1.99, $2.99 is way pushing it. I don't know. Again, it's not terrible. It's just, It makes me want to, like, reading books like this makes me want to challenge, like, my kids, right? My oldest daughter, and be like, look, read this comic book, right? Read this. Now go and do something better, please. And we're going to sell this shit, and we're going to make some money. We're not against that. Not here. Just like Behemoth obviously isn't against that either. Hell, they gotcha! They're sitting there like, haha, one porn every minute. Sucker! Not funny. Not funny. The next one I've got here is on heavy metal comics. Yeah, heavy metal elements here. This is The Rise. This is by George C. Romero. Art by Diego Yapur. This one right here, you see basically kind of like these governments, these people going through looking and trying to weaponize zombies. They're trying to look for something to, you know, basically control people and all this different kinds of stuff. And you know how those terrible governments of the world and everything are, right? Ugh. Anyway, that's kind of what we see here. You see them going to like this old school like shaman and getting just all this different stuff. I mean, you can see some of the art here in this book. You know, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty decent. Is this a recommend? I don't know about that. One of the things I will say is this book, like at least these guys are a little bit nice. They only went $2.99. See, they went $2.99 for this book right here. That's not too bad. Not too bad. $2.99. It's got 2 little short stories in here that are all the same. But $2.99, you get halfway through this book, and it's all ads. Like seriously, you can see the staples right there. See the staples? See the staples? See, to be continued. That's the end of the book. Everything else in here. Okay, it's not all ads. It's not all ads. Look, they've got you some character designs in there. We've got you some character designs in there. All right. We've got some characters. Oh, look at this one. This one's great. They got the oh, look, they just reused the same head on this character design one they showed you there. Beautiful. Gotta love it. Anyway, okay, so they got some character designs, and you know, we got that. We got some more ads, some more ads, some more ads. You know, more ads, more ads, more ads, more ads. Recommend? No. The next one we've got here is on IDW Comics Kanto 3 Lion-Hearted issue number 2. I gotta tell you, I've enjoyed this series since it's come out. The 3 main stories that they've done here. This is the 3rd arc. I've enjoyed. They've done some one-shots, some stuff in between. I know one of the last ones, the one that came out before this little mini story, the art in it was very questionable. But here they've got, you know, they've got the whole team here on the main story here. We got David Boer, Drew Zucker, Victoria Stone, and Andrew World Design here doing this book. This book is a very good story. This is definitely following this character Kanto and his hero's journey as he first went in the first arc and saved his people from being enslaved. Then the next one, he went out and they were trying to replace their hearts because their hearts had been replaced with clocks. And here, he's looking for even more of that because they're still not free and all that stuff. It's been a very good series. Kanto is definitely one that you need to check out. Definitely worth the money for this one. $3.99. I like this story. I would say it's definitely worth checking out. Story, the art, very good for all ages, adults and kids alike. Definitely. Now, some of the other books I got this one. I haven't read it. I didn't read issue number 1 or 2, but it's Betty Page. I mean, can you say no to a Betty Page? Come on. Come on. I know, cover buy. And I said I was done with the cover buys, right? Man, I'm such a liar. I'm terrible. Just falling back on my word, man. I got no spine. Then right here, we've got Resilient. Issue number 1 from Absolute Comics Group. Guys, I interviewed George McHale, the writer, here on the channel. I don't know, maybe about 2 months ago. Very good book. I like this book. I like the story. I like the art. Very good stuff. Go out, order this one. Again, that is Resilient on the Absolute Comics Group. What it's about is this man and this woman. who are going on vacation. They want to do some good in the world. They just found out they can't have a kid. They're trying to do in vitro fertilization, but just things aren't working out. So they decide to go unwind. They go on a trip. They want to go on a trip, but they want to help people. So they go on a mission trip. And what they end up doing is going to, I want to say, was it Vietnam? No, Korea? Can't remember. It's been a couple months since I read it. But they went on this vacation too, and what they were doing is part of what they were volunteering their time for is to find landmines and get them, identify them, and have them basically taken out of the area. They're going to defuse them and all that kind of stuff. And so, and what happens is they end up getting kind of in a situation, and one of the characters, she ends up losing her arms, and she ends up having prosthetics put on that are all mechanical, and well, they some other things go on here as well that we're going to find out in the coming issues as well. I thought issue number 1 of Resilient was actually very, very good, definitely worth checking out. But guys, that's all I have for my, oh, well, this one right here, but I didn't read this one. I didn't read Captain Marvel. This is issue number 31, starts off a new arc. Now, I know, look, I know there's going to be some son of a bitch down in the comments section being like, oh, you're reading that Captain Marvel garbage. Look, I'll tell you one thing right here. I'm not here to argue against you there. But I will say one thing. Something that was actually, very interesting. I believe even my friend Josh over at the Den of Nerds. Did I say friend? You know what I mean. Anyway, point being is he was talking about the whole Ed Brubaker situation, what's been going on with Marvel Studios, and how Ed Brubaker has kind of come out and been like, yeah, man, like, you know, like, I don't really see shit from, you know, what they did with Captain America, the Winter Soldier, or anything like that, because he was the guy who kind of went through and did that whole storyline and everything. Hey, it's crazy, I got these books right over here. Anyway, he was kind of talking about some of that. Now, the thing here, the Captain Marvel thing, like, nobody creates these new characters anymore, like in the comic books, because, you know, they don't get paid for them. They don't get paid. You get paid what you negotiate for. Anyway, point being is that they don't get paid for the, you know, these things, these properties or stories or anything being used in the movies or anything like that for inspiration or being just any of that, right? And now here's the thing is like Kelly Thompson, who's writing Captain Marvel, is like the only writer out there who seems to be writing new characters into stories. And throughout these 31 issues, they've had several issues because she's put new characters in them, kind of go up in value, right? And it's not happening very much other than like if you catch like certain stories or anything. I got another one, a Venom story that I got that's been going for some pretty good prices too. I'm like, maybe it's time for me to part with that book because I'm not emotionally attached to it. But again, I'm not somebody who's just trying to flip books or anything like that. But I also take times and I think about what's the value here? Is there a value in me maybe getting this, and some of these issues end up becoming worth something, and I'm not emotionally attached to them, and somebody's going to want them. I'm like, oh, well, here you go. Not that these things aren't mass produced anyway when you got them, when you see them selling comic books at Disneyland. Anyway, but that is all I've got for my comic book pull list this week, guys. Definitely some good books out there. Definitely worth checking out. Now, the other thing I do have is you can't see them right now, but I just visited some local comic book shops, and I got this epic haul of omnibuses and epic collections that we are going to be dropping a video a little bit later here on the channel. So make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure you have those bell notifications on so you get notifications anytime that I upload new videos or go live, because that video is going to be dropping later today. You can check out some of the recent comic books I brought home. Man, it was epic. Very great stuff. Very great stuff. Speaking of epic, another thing that you guys might want to consider doing is going in. You know what? Go and check out this this album that just came out 30 years ago today. Metallica's Black Album. If you haven't heard of it, you need to go check it out. I can't imagine that you haven't. This album is probably the album that made them a household name. Now, by all means, when I was growing up, in the 80s, you know, I was heavily influenced by like my uncle and everything. He was kind of into rock and metal music and stuff. And like, so I was already listening to Metallica before that, you know. You had, you know, like you had your Ride the Lightning, and Justice for All and stuff like that. And like, and Justice for All is when they kind of really got on more people's radar. But when you get into the Black Album is when they really became a household name. Metallica's Black Album is now 30 years old today. I gotta tell you, it's a pretty good album, but it's one of those albums that you can tell is definitely where they got mainstream and kind of. Who was it? Wasn't it Bob? Was it Bob Rock that produced that? You could see they trying to do all the hooky things, the cool things, the you know, the stuff, you know, like just where there was a change up in sound from when you even get into things like not only from like Ride the Lightning or Master of Puppets. It just has such a different sound, and just in some of the things that I guess you could say gimmicky things that they do maybe. And you can see that it became really prevalent in this album, and this is the album that kind of launched them into being a household name. The great tracks like Enter Sandman. Man, I remember being a teenager, man. Was I a teenager at that point? I would have been a teenager. Ooh. Ooh. I was on the cusp of it. I was on the cusp of being a teenager when this album came out. But I remember too, God, what would that have been? 6th grade? 6th grade. I remember that video. Remember the video? Dun, 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 dun. Remember it was all black. You know, all the flashes. Dun, 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 dun. You know, and the kid's like, oh, he's waking up. And then, oh, you know you remember it. You know you remember that semi-truck. Boom! Right into that bed and everything. Man, come on, man. It's great. What a time to be alive. Were you even born when that album came out? Let me know down in the comments below. I know. Hey, I'm old. I know. I'm a boomer, right? But I'm telling you, like all boomers say, I grew up in the best times that there were, in the best years that there would have been for music, movies, comic books, everything in general. The world, it was a much better place back in the 80s, back in the time when I grew up, back in the 90s as well. We all know it, right? We all know it to be true. But I know it's probably going to be some millennial or some Gen Zer out there. One of them Zoomers. Don't be sitting there like, oh no, you know how much racist the world was back then? You know how terrible it was? What's funny is to hear and see people who were probably, you know what? Nah, there's no way these people are my age. They're probably definitely millennials. Sorry, guys. But bitching about some of the stuff going on out there. Like, you see this whole thing everybody's bitching about now? About Captain Carter? Oh my God! Oh, man. I don't even really know where to go with this, right? People are outraged. Peggy Carter! Her boobies. She needs some boobies! They covered them up. She looks too masculine, right? See all these people having these arguments on the internet and talking about this stuff, and it's like, guys, really, like, come on. Marvel, maybe the next episode needs to be Marvel's What If People Weren't So Fickle, right? I've watched these arguments, these people arguing about this shit on like Twitter and on YouTube, talking about this whole thing with Captain Carter and how they took away her boobs. Her shoulders are too broad. She's too manly. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, and then the arguments coming from some of the people, and then just seeing like where everybody's at with it, just like it's just like, man, it's like, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to say. People are stupid, man. I see my man Black Angus. My man Black Angus reviews. He posted this meme. It's not even a meme. He just posted 2 pictures, and it was talking about, you know, like, like if you're outraged by this, but not like this, but it kind of big. It basically has no argument if you're talking about women being feminine, not feminine enough, or they're not being defeminized, and because everybody's talking about this Captain Carter thing. And it's stuff like that. And we know who the arguments are being made by, the usual suspects, right? Funny shit, man. Funny shit. But it brings up like if you're like upset about like Captain Carter and what's going on here, but you support Cara Dune and that character, like you see, like, you know, like, you get it? Like, I don't know, I was laughing. I was dying. I'm like, but that's true. That's the point. Like, and not to say that like neither one of the, like this cartoon or Gina Carano or Cara Dune in this case aren't feminine or anything. I mean, Gina Carano is a very beautiful woman. She's built. She's a fighter. You gotta lift weights. You gotta look intimidating too, and you gotta be able to actually kick ass. And most of the times, a lot of times, kind of requires muscle, right? Kind of requires you to go out there and be ugly and do ugly things. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that, you know, just because she's all muscly doesn't make her not feminine and not a beautiful woman. Just like Haley Atwell. You could take a look at it, and we're talking about Haley Atwell, not like some cartoon. But look at Haley Atwell. Like, she's a beautiful woman too. Completely different build. I mean, just because like she's a different build, is she more feminine than the other? I mean, like, does it just, I don't know. Does it just take big boobs? Can you not put a breastplate over them like they did in the Captain Carter show? Where they just put, hey, and I'm not saying that it's right that they put a breastplate over, but I mean, let's face it was just armor. Right? I don't know. Like I said, let me know how you feel about it. I think it's totally weird seeing everybody argue over this shit. It's like, it's a cartoon, bruh. It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. And I don't know. The art was decent in it. I'm not saying that, I wouldn't say that she looked manly. She's like a chick who was all buff. I've seen buff chicks before. In real life, even. Yeah. You know what? You know what's the greatest is to go to Renaissance Fair. I love Renaissance Fair. You definitely see some buff chicks there, man. They do the whole like loincloth thing. They look like they're coming out of. They're usually never walking around with Conan or anything, but. You know, and I don't know, like, this whole thing, seeing people go round and round is like watching a dog chase its tail. It's like, dude, like, are you okay? Are you? Man, I need to get some movie clips. I need to get some movie clips to put on here. Because I definitely have something I need to put on there. I definitely got something I need to, I mean, one of them definitely,
Bermuda, baby.
Definitely needs to be the one from WandaVision. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I definitely need that one. But I also need one from the 40-Year-Old Virgin as well. It was a great scene. It was, oh man, wasn't that that was Jack's wife, wasn't it? From the Jack in the Box commercials? Oh man, what's her name? Where she's going out on the date with the 40-Year-Old Virgin, Steve Carell's character. And he's sitting there talking to her. And she's like, are you okay? Are you? Anyway. I'm not going to really get into that, but some people will get mad at me. But, like, this whole thing is, like, absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'm seeing all these arguments and everything, like, and I'm just like, and that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. And look, I know there's probably opinion people out there. Believe me, I know some of them, I'm sure. Are saying like, oh, these people are grifting for $1 or blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, cool. Like, are you just mad because you're not doing it, bro, or what? Thing is, I don't really give a shit about that. But the thing is, like, seeing all this stuff is like, just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Seriously, though. You sound like a bunch of... It's not Friday night yet, guys. It's not Friday night yet. But I want to go there. I really do. Because this is what it's like for people like me. People who are sane and not crazy and... I don't know. The funny thing is, because I see a lot of these arguments and it's like, oh, her boobs, she needs boobs. Like if it's just, and that's what they do, you know, you see some of these people out there on the internet, they do all these I improved it art things, and all they like these characters, what they'll do is they'll just like make bigger boobs. And it's like, oh, is that all? It's just boobs make the woman? Apparently it does, because that's kind of like what we see all of the. It's kind of what we see going on in the world right now, right? Guess men just do it better. That's all it takes, man. Just go out and get you some boobs, and there you go. I'm kidding. Y'all thought that... Oh, man. Okay, sorry. I got lost in the chat here. We got off onto something different. Okay, where are we at here? Where are we at in the chats here? Sorry. All right, let's get in here. Got everybody in here chatting it up. Okay. Where we at? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Okay, Trinity is fangry. Yeah, we need an emo Trinity. Oh, okay, we can do that. Yeah. Trinity wearing a bunny mask. Am I weird for imagining Trinity wearing? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely weird. Oh man, haven't picked up the books in 2 weeks. Man, you gotta go get on it, man. Is Nikki still moving? I don't know. I think so. I know I seen her in here I think she stopped in yesterday, said what's up. But that's what I assume is she's been busy moving. I know she's been getting ready for her big venture. Yeah. Been waiting for this Fight Girls book. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think okay. She says I moved, Mike, but I haven't even unpacked. It's been a hell of a long story. All right. Well, we can't wait to hear it, Nikki. We can't wait to hear it. Felicity Poobell says a lot of phallic representation in that book, huh? Yeah. Yes. Oh man, the phallic symbols are hard to swallow. Oh man, you guys are funny. Cracking me up. Oh man, yeah. Here's some virtual coffee. Yeah, she probably needs it. Man. Hope all is going well. It's funny too, because I was thinking about because I was sitting here editing the nerd therapy episode with Nikki. I was editing it, and I was like, hey, where's Nikki been? I was like, I just haven't seen her around. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot she was moving. She's probably been busy with all that, and yeah. Reefer Man says I prefer hard rock to heavy metal. I prefer thrash metal myself, but hey, teach their own, right? Reefer Man says I like my women soft. My coffee black and my music hard and loud. Yeah. Etap Wakurian, how are you doing? Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Make sure you go check out Etap's channel. Very good stuff. I was just a guest on his channel the last week. Very fun times. Very good stuff. It was a great time, man. It was a great time. I just need 10 more for 3,000 Myrtle bits. Oh, we love you. 3,000, Mike King Porter. Okay, Funko comic book fix doggy. Thank you so much for being here. It says love Kanto. It's fire. Yes, it is. I really do like Kanto. They're doing a very good job with that book. Resilient looks good. Yeah, it is a very good book. I like Resilient definitely. Keely Chow, thank you so much for being here today. Still reading that crap? Yeah. Captain Marvel's not garbage. All right, Reefer Man, take it easy, man. Have a good day. Stopping by, say hi. Says Sheep the Wise. Guys, go check out Sheep the Wise. He's been doing. What was he doing? A Bad Batch rewatch party. I've seen it. He did one yesterday. Make sure you go check him out. Hope you're doing well, Sheev. ETAP says, Black Album dropped when I was 11, and now my 6-year-old digs it too. Nice. Hell yeah. It's a great album. I wouldn't say it's their best, though, but it's definitely a good one. Well, I was born in 63, so yeah. All right, Mike King Porter, we get it. I wasn't even alive for most of the 80s or 90s, and I bet it was better. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Everybody says that about their times when they grow up. Mike says, with a $5 super chat, Mike says, I'm old as hell, so yeah, I remember. Awesome. And Felicity Poobell with a $5 super chat says, Twitter ain't everybody Trinity. I had boob concerns, but that wasn't a real issue. They did the Tatas justice. The rest of the show was just meh. Yeah, I mean, I think the show was pretty good. I didn't have high expectations of it, nor do I have high expectations of it. I did expect it to be good and entertaining and tell us a different what if story. And I think it achieved that. I wasn't looking for it to blow my mind or anything either. Again, it's animation, and I'm not saying that animation can't be great and it can't be mind blowing, but that's just kind of not what I was expecting out of it. But yeah, yeah, the boob concerns. Yeah, and again, like, I get where everybody's coming from and everything, but like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. Like, I would get it if they completely, like, I'm not, not going there. I'm not pulling out comic books to show you examples. But like, the thing is, like, I get it and I understand. But look, I mean, look what they did. Like, look what they did to Scarlett Johansson in Avengers Endgame. They did the same thing to her when they put on those hideous suits and everything. They did the same thing to her in that. And even just like with the vest and everything, it was very I wouldn't even say defeminized, but I mean, it covers up their features, right? So, I mean, it just kind of makes sense, right? And, I get if, I get people saying like, oh, well, they shouldn't be covering up them assets. I get that, and if that's how you feel, fine. Hey, believe me. If you're going to say I love Scarlett Johansson, I'm not going to argue there. If you're saying that they should, free the boobs, hey, I'm all for it. But if they put the boob plate on, the breastplate, and they do put the armor on, I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying it's cool, but I mean, it kind of goes with what's going on. I mean, Agent Carter was wearing armor. I mean, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. So yeah, but I mean, but it does always still kind of make things like, because we see so many times where they use the different things in different ways, and then how people kind of react to it. And I think a lot of it too is the mere fact that we're on social media, everybody's making videos, everybody's doing tweets or their Facebooks or whatever you're doing, and like everybody just has closer connectivity. So it just seems like these issues get blown out of proportion and seem to be bigger than they really are. In some cases, we're not talking about. We're not going to talk about Tim Drake or Bobby Drake or rapper Drake. Oh man. Echep says, I like Captain Carter being jacked. Generally, I dig muscular women, and chest size has no bearing on their level of femininity, but in all honesty, I always prefer the natural look, large or small. Hey, I'm there with you. Natural is better. Absolutely. I hear you. Okay, let's see. We always love you, 3,000 Power Broker. Yeah, absolutely. There you go, man. See, now you're at 3255. You're already over, Mike. You blew over. There you go. Oh, Mike, I think you just put exclamation top. I think you just put exclamation top and it does it. Let's see. Oh, man. I think you just put exclamation top. I think that's it. I thought it was top 10 too, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Felicity says, my only point is if we celebrating women, that we celebrate everything about them and how they are different from men. That's it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And those are the things that should be celebrated. And that's the thing, is like, we're all different. And celebrating those differences is kind of what we should be doing. That's a good thing, right? Absolutely. And again, like, I completely appreciate everything about a woman and how they are different than men. Absolutely. And like, we're all different shapes, we're all different sizes. Sure, there are certain things that pertain to men that don't for women, and same thing for women that don't for men. I mean, I'm not here to teach an anatomy class, but I think for the most part we get it, right? We get it. Like, me and you, and maybe some of the sane people here in the chat. But there's plenty of people who don't. There's plenty of people who don't. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream there. Guys, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Star Wars Santa, my man, is live. Make sure you go check out his stream here. I will find a link to his stream here where you can go and check out my man, Star Wars Santa. You got to go check him out. He's a great dude. I'm going to put his link in here as well. Go check it out. Check out my man. Tell him I said, what's up? Get some extra viewers over there for him. All of you guys. Star Wars Santa's a very good dude. But that's all I've got for today's video, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning into the 2nd Street Marvel. Again, if you're not already, please make sure you're subscribed. Click the little bell and all of that good stuff. In case you weren't here for the beginning, we've got some giveaways that we're going to be doing for not only channel members, but as well as people who are just here subscribed to the channel, coming into these live streams, hanging out with all of these great folks. So, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. It's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. You don't even have to tell me why you don't like it down in the comments below. I'm not going to be that guy. Like, oh, why you don't like my video? But also, make sure that you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the 2nd Street Marvel. You all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.